Across the South Coast, live from Solent University, you're listening to Solent Sports News.
Good afternoon, it's 1 o'clock. I'm Ollie Price with your lunchtime Solent Sports News Bulletin. Newly installed England captain Declan Rice is already showing his leadership qualities. Rice, who is set to make his 50th cap against Belgium tonight, says he'll ask Arsenal teammate Ben White to make an England U-turn. This comes after the Arsenal defender refused an international call-up.
As time's gone on, I've played more Premier League games, more games at higher levels, big major tournaments. I think I've grown in stature in this side, and I've enjoyed every single moment of it. 50 caps is, it's a pinch me moment. It's going to be an honour tomorrow night, and I'm really looking forward to it.
The England players will come out in the second half without their names on the back to raise money for Alzheimer's disease. Gareth Southgate expressed the importance of the second half shirts.
It's an increasing reality of life that Alzheimer's, dementia is going to affect us all in one way or another. So it's been great for us to be able to raise the awareness of the charity.
Sticking with English football, Lionesses captain Leah Williamson is set for a return to England setup, following a 9-month stretch on the sidelines due to an ACL injury. She led her country to glory in Euro 2022, and her return has been highly anticipated. She has not featured in England since a 2-0 defeat against Australia in April last year. President of the UFC, Dana White, has confirmed the UFC is heading back to England, with English champions Tom Aspinall and Leon Edwards both set to feature. Speaking to TalkSport Adam Cattrall, White confirmed British MMA fans should expect an official announcement in the coming days.
When do you think the fans will get the official announcement as to when?
Literally days. Days. We're right there working on this stuff. We got some badass plans for England.
Wales are set for a crucial Euro 2024 playoff against Poland in Cardiff later. Both teams breezed past their previous opponents, with Wales comfortably thrashing Finland 4-1. Former Welsh forward Robert Earnshaw is excited about tonight's fixture.
The red wall, as we call them, are going to be roaring just like the players on the pitch tonight. And you feel the noise from your home crowd. It gives you such a lift.
Now we have our international correspondent Charlie Bender, who is covering our Wales vs Poland previews. He'll be talking about the two Southampton stars, Wales' David Brooks, and then Poland player Jan Bednarek. So, Charlie, what can you tell us?
Well, thanks, Ollie. Our attentions have been turned towards this match this evening between Wales and Poland, because Southampton's David Brooks and Jan Bednarek will be facing off in the Cardiff City Stadium. We will be live outside St Mary's in an hour to discuss what roles these two Saints players will have in this huge match. It decides who goes through to the Euros finals in Germany this summer, so it's likely to be one to keep your eyes on. Both players are expected to play. Our reporter Jamie Olazinski will be outside St Mary's to inform us about how the two Saints players will handle being on opposite teams rather than being teammates.
Thank you, Charlie. And we're going to be sticking with football as Ireland is set to face Switzerland at home in another of the international friendlies. Interim boss John O'Shea says Ireland is still looking for the right man to take them forward. Now, Scotland face Northern Ireland in an international friendly. This comes after a horrid run of form as Scotland haven't won in 6 and their last win was back in September against Cyprus. Scotland manager Steve Clarke spoke on how a tough challenge playing Northern Ireland is tonight.
We expect a tough challenge. It'll be a tough game for us. It's why we took it. We want a tough challenge. We always want tough games, so one we look forward to.
Now we have a bit of a rumour circling around Manchester United as the Red Devils would rather replace Erik ten Hag with Brentford manager Thomas Frank rather than Gareth Southgate, who's departing the England job after the Euros. The Manchester side are planning to stick with ten Hag, however, depending on results and if they qualify Europe will maybe look for a replacement. We're now going to talk about Non-League Day, and it's an amazing day across the country. It provides a platform for clubs to promote the importance of the affordable volunteer-led community of football, while fans across the country have a chance to show support for their local non-league side. Our non-league correspondent Matt Gibbs, who's going to talk about Non-League Day and what he got up to in Eastleigh.
Yeah, so I went down to the Silver Lake Stadium on Saturday and there was quite a few cool names there. Glenn Murray was there speaking to the groundsman about how much the Premier League invested on the pitch. Jeff Stelling was there to watch, obviously, Hartlepool. He's quite well known as a Hartlepool fan. The Premier League trophy was there as well. Was lucky enough to get a photo of it. It was quite a lot bigger than I would have thought that it would have been. I can imagine it's quite heavy to lift, but I can't imagine myself having to do that anytime soon.
Thank you, Matt. And later we will go hear from the Winchester media team on what they got up to on non-league as well later in the show. Andy Murray says he'll be back with one hip and no ankle ligaments when the time is right. The former world number one revealed he's set to be out for an extended period after suffering another injury in the Miami Open defeat to Thomas Mahatch. Murray now faces a race against time to be back for Wimbledon this summer. Meanwhile, British women's number one Katie Boulter is out of the tournament in Florida. She was beaten in straight sets by two-time Grand Slam winner Victoria Azarenka. Going to American football now, as former Wales rugby winger Louis Rees-Zammit is scheduled for discussions with Super Bowl champions the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos this week. It follows the meetings with the New York Jets and the Cleveland Browns. Being part of the NFL International Player Pathway, he showcased his talents at the University of South Florida's Pro Day.
I've been a massive fan since I was a kid. My dad brought me up to love the game, so when I've been watching it as a fan, like, obviously know the rules, I know a lot about the game, but when you dive deep into it, I think that's the interesting bit, and I'm excited to keep learning football.
That's all from us now. You can keep updated on our website, solentsportsnews.com.